Yo, peace. What's good, family? What's poppin', man? What's would it be like, baby? Happy Wednesday, you dig? Hump day. Hey, check this out, though, man. I, you know, I see I got to stay in my lane on the things I talk about, and and one of the things that I stay in my lane on is vegan, being vegan, because I got to tell you, I didn't become vegan because I wanted to better have better health. But I want to say the health benefits of being vegan is lovely. You know what I'm saying? Because my blood pressure used to be like 170. My blood pressure now went down to like 136, 120. You know, um, I feel better. I don't be feeling full after I eat. I don't be tired. I don't have the itis. So the health benefits is lovely. But I just want to say the reason why I don't eat dead animal flesh anymore is because I had to sit and think about it in a spiritual level. First, I was like, you have to go back and do the origins on like, damn, when did we first started eating dead animal flesh and why? Because I understand and know just by our makeup that we're not supposed to, us melanated people anyway, we are not supposed to be eating dead animal flesh. You know what I'm saying? Because for one thing, the acid in your stomach, the acid in our stomach is not powerful enough to devour, to absorb dead animal flesh. That's why we have worms and parasites, things like that. It's made to devour fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? And just the thought of it, it's like, damn, when somebody pass away, you bury them 6 feet in the dirt, right? A dead body, right? So then I started to think like, well, damn, when animals die, they go into your stomach. So it's like, yo, you're a walking graveyard. That's no difference than being a zombie. How them zombie movies, or being a cannibal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're eating veins. When you eat that chicken and you bite into that drumstick and you see them veins on the bone, you don't find that like nasty? You're eating blood. You're eating a living animal, a living creature that has babies. Animals was put here to do things. Animals was not put here to be chewed on. Now I know people gonna disagree with it, and that's cool because I understand when you got blood in your mouth, I understand how hard that is. Because if you're not doing this thing for a spiritual reason, you don't care. That's why some people be like, yo, I was vegan 10 years, but man, I went back to eating animal flesh. That's because they're not in it for a spiritual reason. They was only in it for a diet. You know what I'm saying? Because, I see animals, they cry in the slaughterhouse. When animals are getting slaughtered and butchered, they cry real tears. And you got to understand the animals was put here. They was put here for a reason. Like a cow grazes grass. A cow's put here to graze grass. If you have a farm, you can put that cow will graze grass and make the grass fruitful. So when you plant seeds to grow things that you're supposed to eat, it grows tremendously. They was put here for that. Look up the things that animals was really made to do. Now, Google gonna tell you to eat, but that's not the thing. You got to keep searching because animals have a family. Animals, they cry. You know what I'm saying? So you wasn't meant to eat something that has a vagina, something that has a penis, something that has a period. You know what I'm saying? You're eating blood. You're eating, and when you say, oh man, well, the Bible says, all you got to do is drain the blood out and cook it out. Let me tell you something. If you take a steak and put that steak in there and that blood start to run out, all you really eating is a sauteed steak with blood and onions. So you're eating sauteed blood with onions. And it's just seasoning up, So You got to think, man, that's the reason why I'm vegan, man. Not because I was like, oh man, let me get on a vegan diet. No, it's because I love the animals. If somebody was to kill your dog or kill your cat, you would go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I feel about animals. And that's why I'm vegan. You know? So some people may come across and say things like, well, you know, damn, you eating plastic cabbage. Let me tell you something. Now, if I watch the things that I eat, right? Let's just say I do eat some plastic cabbage. I'd rather eat plastic than to eat blood, than to eat something that walks, spits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to eat no dead animal flesh, man. So I just want to share that, man. Peace.